Hello, fans of Kerr. I have a really interesting video for you about dates and how things are moving this election and what's happening. So, Kerr said that she prophesied that Trump was going to win. He's going to be in office for 4 more years. And so, right now, Biden's in. So, what does that mean? So, if Trump doesn't get in pretty time soon, he will be in office for 3 years rather than four, which that does not line up with what she said. So I think things are gonna start moving fast. And here's my here's my take on everything. So God made Noah wait 120 years for the flood to come. Then after the flood came, there was a 40 days and 40 nights period of this justice and judgment happening. Everybody just basically the whole earth died except for the 8 people and the animals. So here's my take on everything here. So election was November 4th. If you add 120 days to that, that's March. So November 4th, March 4th. That's the start of the flood. Add 40 days to that. 40 days of justice. That's April 13th. And so here's my calendar here. Let me just kind of scroll through so you can see. So election day, right there. So now we're just going through these dates and we're waiting. Now finally, here we are. We are, at the time that I'm making this video, we're almost there. We just have, 11 more days. I mean, that's it. Just 11 more days and the 120-day period of waiting is over. Then April 4th, that's when the flood is supposed to happen. Now here's the thing. So this is the 120th day, is April 4th. So I'm not sure if the flood starts at the end of this day or at the beginning of this day. So just kind of keep that in mind about these two dates. Things are gonna start happening in the spirit or in for real. And then we have the 40 days of action. That's what I call it. In Kerr said there's gonna be a landslide. And I think instead of the flood, there's going to be a landslide. Like she said, little rocks are going to fall, the big rocks are going to follow. So here it is. And then over here, during the flood, there's this 9 days of Passover. Let's see, I actually Googled this. Passover starts on March 27th, ends on April 4th. So here it is. I'm not sure why it's 9 days. I would think it would be 7, but I guess it's from Saturday to Sunday. And then once we get to the end of the 40-day justice is Thomas Jefferson Day, which is really interesting. I actually Googled this, and Thomas Jefferson Day is April 13th. And this is the guy who was the one of the big authors of Declaration of Independence. And right here, primary author of Declaration of Independence. He was the guy that helped the United States to be free from the tyranny of Britain. And I think this day represents maybe us being free from the tyranny of the current guy in office. And here's the thing. Just my personal opinion, I think if Trump's gonna go back in, I think this transition's gonna be really smooth. Because if right now, let's just say tomorrow, they find out all these things about these people that committed these crimes, that put them all in jail, majority of the nation may not accept it right away. They're gonna have a hard time accepting Trump back in. But I think, just my personal opinion, I think things might dip down and things might get a little bit worse before they get better. And the reason I think that, as they get down worse, people that voted for Biden and people that want Biden to be president, they're going to regret their decisions in this dip. They're going to regret their decisions and they're going to want President Trump back. And so whenever this flood comes, or during that flood, I think that people are they're going to welcome back Trump with wide open arms. and it's going to be easy for the nation to accept him. Because right now, just think of it: if all of this happens, there's going to be just, I think, chaos. Lots of confusion and things. But God has a plan. He's going to do it the right way. We're trusting Him, and even though I have this calendar, let's see, 120 days plus 40 days. It may still turn out a little bit differently. She just said to trust God. Let's trust God. But I wanted to kind of show you guys that we're not done. We still have some time. The flood hasn't even started yet. So, and Kerr even said herself, I think, watch out for March and April. Things were gonna start happening. So this is the March and April is the prime time for this justice. March and April is a prime time for this justice. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really did need your help. If you just saw this video, can you please subscribe? I'd really appreciate it. You can even subscribe and never watch my channel again. Just subscribe. I just need subscription. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I do pray for my subscribers. I make videos sometimes. If you look back into my history, I pray for my subscribers. I pray for people that comment. So if you want to comment what you think, let me know. This is just, I did not hear an audible voice of God whenever I got this revelation. I was just in church. I was just, worship was going. I was praying for the nation, and then the Lord reminded me of this history of events that happened with Noah, 120 days and 40 days. And then after the flood was over, the land dried up. So after the flood, 120 days, 120 years, then 40 days, 40 nights. Then it took a long time for the water to dry up. So that's like the waiting period. I think once this April 13th happens, there's going to be, let me even put it down right here. I don't know what I'm doing. There's this time here of waiting for the land to dry up. So the landslide's going to happen, and then it needs to dry up. So it may take some time. I don't know how long it took for the water to dry up. I'm sure it took a long time. More than a week, I'm sure. All right. Bless you guys. See you later.